Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's cheers. This is behind the scenes.
When the topic gets stuck,
要重版先的啦。
Shut up.
Cheers.
But before that, what is this?
Tequila.
They need to know.
Tequila. Hello ladies, I'm Elle. Welcome back to our 4th episode of Unfiltered Femmes. The objective of this talk show is to provide a platform to openly discuss and normalize topics that are often considered as taboo or uncomfortable. By doing so, we can encourage open dialogue and create a safe space for women to share their experiences, concerns, and questions. Over to you, Elyn.
So, for our 4th episode of the Unfiltered Femmes, we'll be talking about a new chapter in life after a divorce. We have invited Elyn, the founder of ReCulture, on this talk show to share more on how she coped after her divorce. Let us give a warm welcome to Elyn!
Hello,
Elyn!
I seriously don't know what to be expecting here. I just want to this way. Come and talk. Because she happened to find out that I recently went through a divorce about after COVID. And today they just found out that I better drink some tequila. So they just found out that actually this is not my first. This is my second. Yeah.
Wow, this is really kind of like mind-blowing. But thank you so much, Elyn, for the quick introduction. It's really great to have you here on our 4th episode. I think it's really that you are really very brave and open to come, and share with us and talk to us about this topic. But before we start proper, right, Elyn, maybe you share how are you feeling like right now?
Yes. Because we're talking about this topic, right? And it's something like, it feels like uncomfortable to most ladies. Yeah, so how do you feel right now?
If there wasn't a camera, I think I would be fine. I have no qualms about being who I am, to be vulnerable. I have no issue with that. But the thing is that,
we need to capture that essence and then show it to our customers and viewers, out there.
Because it's real. We are being real to ourselves.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, they fed me some tequila.
So winning 状态.
Yes, okay.
I think we need more.
We need more.
We can pause later.
Yeah. So just back to the topic, right? Because like the topic of divorce has always been very difficult and challenging topic to discuss. Like growing up by personal experiences that seeing like from my grandparents to like our relatives, right? It has always been like adhering to be like, oh, no matter how difficult your marriage is, right, you are stuck for life. I think we are grown. It's a very Chinese.
Yes, you must 坚持到底.
Chinese tradition kind of thing. And then I also recently saw a video, that she said that this lady shared, right, that finding the partner of our lifetime, right, is one of the most important business decisions we have to make, because this one person that is really like you're spending the most time with, and you're making a lot of decisions with, right? So Elyn, like when you first came just now, you shared that you actually went through not one but 2 divorces. So what's your take on this? Especially like in old times, right? Like divorce, this word, it's like 没有的, it's non-existent.
Like your grandparents, will ask you, why? 为什么? Why a divorce? It's the guy.
Like divorce is never a way out.
Yes,
last time. Yeah.
Okay, so having gone through 2, right? Definitely I faced with certain guilt and condemnation that, I start to doubt myself, like maybe I'm the problem, Okay, so, but now, fast forward now. I don't think so, because I'm very good. After much reflection, I still feel that actually I'm very good. Okay, but anyway, my grandparents, they stuck through, even though I think they should have certain issues in their married life, but in the olden days, the guys provided, the women stayed at home. So that was the story of my grandma. But then she led a very good life, right? So they stuck it through. My parents, both were working adults. They have their own businesses. They definitely have their issues also, right? And they stuck it through too. And today, when the kids are not at home, they are left with one another. And so I would definitely want that. And my dream actually from young is to be a housewife. Okay, what I meant by housewife is to stay at home and enjoy that time with my baby, my kids, although I'm not very domesticated. So that is definitely my dream from before, you know, I even got married the first time, right? So, what's my take on?
Yeah, like why like
Yeah, you think I want? I also don't want. You know, when we decide to get married, it's for life.
yes.
Okay, can you imagine going through the first time? Oh wait, my mom asked me this. Hey, what's the difference? The first and second time.
Your mom
Okay, but initially when I had to tell my family, she was the one that, you know, like couldn't take it, like yeah, what's going on, you know. So, but after that, she did ask me how do you feel? You know, what's the difference? So I felt that being divorced in my 20s, I felt as though the whole world was right. Being divorced in my late 40s, I felt that I'm more emotionally stable, more mature. But I was definitely angry and disappointed because I really, the second time,
Yes. Yeah.
you know, if I'm a guy, it's okay, I can have 10 wives, you know, but as a woman, I mean that I would not glory in the fact that I have like so many husbands, right? I would like have that and work it out and then have that for life. But yeah, so upset or angry or disappointed or you know that's how I felt. Very. I think I was very shocked. I didn't expect to be put in a position like that. Yeah. Yeah, because this is like even no matter how bad, I also will rub it.
Suck it through.
Yeah, stick it through so bad really. How bad can it get? So bad, huh? Divorce? Wow.
Again.
It was.
Actually, were you the one that
Proposed.
initiated the divorce, or it was the other party?
Or it was
like
or it was a mutual kind of.
There wasn't any initiation at first, but because I had a bottom line, okay, I can stick through a lot of things. I had a bottom line, so if it hits my bottom line,
That's it.
and I also realized, which was also surprising, that actually I think the other party also wanted. So that was also a bit surprising, but I'm also not that kind that would want to hold on to something that, yeah. So then okay, I felt that there was no road, there's only one choice, and that's the only road to go to.
Especially when you feel like the other party also feel the same. Because marriage is a partnership, right? It has to be both person saying that yes, I want to be in this together. But if you feel like deep down you know that this person is really no longer interested or no longer wants to try, I feel like there's no point in continuing something that there's no love already.
Yeah,
right? It's already it lost the meaning already.
It's like it's time for you for us to let go now.
What is the meaning of love?
Wow. What is the meaning of love? It's like super profound. Okay, we totally didn't see that coming. But to me, I think love is definitely a partnership. It's the understanding of each other and supporting each other's growth. I truly believe in that. And at the same time, we are somehow alike in certain ways that we enjoy doing certain things together. That's where we find companionship. So a lot of people say that like marriage is not like like when you first like somebody, you got this butterfly but I had but no, those feelings will fade after a while. But what we are looking for there is sustenance. They're saying that you choose to love someone, you get to choose. It's not just about having that feeling inside us. Yeah. So okay, because my husband, I have been with him since I was secondary 1.
Oh, okay.
And I only had one.
First love,
Yeah, my first love, my only boyfriend, and of course my only husband. So we went through a lot as well. So of course at times that as we grow, from being young and then through teenager, and then we start having our business, etc. We go through a lot of different phases, and sometimes you really feel like, wow, why am I still with this person? And then that reminded me that yes, I choose to be with this person, and we choose to grow together, and that's why we are still in this.
I totally agree with what you say, because love is not about feelings, affection. It's a decision to stick through, through thick and thin. So it's not about like I feel affection. It is sticking through when you don't like it, when you are resentful, or So I guess it takes two parties to have that thought to work it out. It's not about she never sayang me anymore. He never gave me anything.
This is how my husband thinks.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Sometimes, right? No, because sometimes it's more of like, because we have a 5-year-old son. Then it's more of like, I need to care for him, like, so called the main caregiver. So sometimes he's very jealous of him.
Oh yeah.
So he's very jealous of Darius. So Darius is my son.
Yeah.
So he's very jealous of Darius. Then he's like, you don't sayang me anymore. You don't stick with me anymore. All you do is just stick with Darius. Then I'm like, he's just a 5-year-old kid. Like, when he grows up, right, then it's more of like, he don't even want me already. He'll be like, Mommy, I want to go with my friend already. Mommy, I want to be my girlfriend already. Mommy, I just want to go out that kind. So, I mean, when they are young, I feel that we should still care for them. We are main caregiver at the time. And when they are older, right, it's more of like, 就是
放飞
了，跟老公就是
我要讲一句 ，OK， I'll tell you one thing, right? As a detail, okay, you're first a wife, then after that a mom.
Oh.
And in order to let your kids, right, grow up in a very safe and secure environment, the parents need to be good with one another. The parents need to give them that stability, because if the parents are not stable emotionally with each other, they are quarreling or whatever, the kids are not going to feel secure. You know, so because you love your child so much, you want to give him the best, right, your kid, right? So you have to work it out with your husband.
But we are now okay with like some
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, we are now okay. We are like suddenly one trash talk, right? Then it's like okay, we are now like all good. Like,
No, I think communication is
I
something
think
that
it's very important. Like 2 ways communication.
yeah.
So as women, right, we wear so many hats. You're a wife, you're a mom, you need to work, you need to cook.
You got to cook.
You need to take care of
Then
the
you daughter-in-law also.
Oh yeah. Let's not talk about that. That's another topic, you know. So I mean, moving forth, right? So, Elyn, maybe you want to share with us, like, how did you really deal with, like, your emotional health, after the divorce, and what's like really what's most challenging after that, especially your second one, because because you see, like, when you're at 20 plus, you feel like, wow, your world is crashing, that kind of feeling. But I think being able to go through that, then now going through the second time, you have sort of like grown out of your first divorce, but now definitely you learn something. But I know it's still definitely a very tough decision and process for you. But how did you get out of it?
I feel that I have a very good support system. Okay, mainly my close friends and my family. They were very, very supportive of me, and it was good that I'm at although I'm angry, I'm upset, but I am still, not like the first one. I would think, the first one is like, wow, like the world's gonna end, that kind of thing, right? I had time to really sit through and of course talk to the right people, about this, so that I can unpack my thoughts, right? I'm able to unpack my thoughts and come to a decision, right, when I'm not so emotionally, angry or whatever. So it took a while, okay, although I said divorce, but I did reflect and really, put everything on the table to see what was the best outcome, and to see if there's any hope. I mean, of course, as a woman, it's good to what 潇洒走，
潇洒走一回。哎，我这样你讲来，潇洒走一回啊。
Right, but at the end of the day, I mean, this is not what I want, right? So I would like to take a look and see if there's any possibility, ways to salvage and things like that. Because it's easy to end. It's actually harder to try to work it out, right? So, but unfortunately, okay, things didn't go as planned. So so I had to make that very tough decision.
Were you afraid to, like, because you mentioned that you got a very good support system, right? But were you afraid of telling them,
like breaking the news to them?
Breaking the news to them and telling them what you really feel, or will you be, or are you afraid, like, will you be judged again?
Yeah, like how old was your son when
This one,
yes,
he's already 20.
No, when you break the news to him that you're having this.
Oh, he was the first one. He was the first one, because I probably encountered something, right, for me to dash into his room and just say, this is what's gonna happen. Okay, but I understand that when I did that, it was really out of anger. Okay, So I guess he was the first one, and from him, right, after that I had to deal with the other partner, and then eventually like seems like it's this road, and I need the next person, the next. Okay, of course some of my close friends, they know about it. I think I need to tell my, because the moment you tell my family, it's like kind of like real.
Like the
It's very real.
This is it.
Yeah, this is it, right? So I was thankful that I had my son with me. So I say the first sentence, I cannot continue. My son had to continue for me to tell them what's the reason. You know, of course my mom was like, what? Did I hear wrongly? What? Then ask my dad, what was she saying? Did I hear wrongly? So I saw how affected they were. It was definitely very, very sad, you know. And then of course my entire family was very concerned, like, what's going on? So part two, I let my son, you know, explain to them, tell them what's going on. So I'm really, 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 really very thankful for this son who really helped. He was there to really support me as well.
He's your main pillar of support now. Like Dan.
Yes.
He was your main
So
pillar.
when I had went through the first divorce in my 20s, I mean, he was my son from my first marriage, right? Although I say the world like is crashing down, but how can I, you know, crash down together with the world when I had such a cute son? So definitely he was a reason why I had to continue to push through life.
So climb back up, is it?
Yeah. So and then this time round, you know, I mean, he's now the one that offered me that support, you know, so that he had a girlfriend then, and then we three of us were very close during that period of time because they were always there for me to bring me out. Bring me go and eat. So we became even closer and we bonded really well during that period of time. So I'm really, really, really grateful for them. Yeah.
You brought up an amazing son. Yes, really. Because imagine like in that situation, he was able to articulate the situation to your mom.
So his grandparents there.
No, he is very reasonable. I feel that he is very reasonable as in because when we entered into this new marriage, right, or this new family, right, he was about 5 or 6. So I was grateful that, you know, there's someone that is willing to take, to have a new family together with us, you know. So I think I did also share with him that, you know, this is your new father. So he's very aware. And then I always tell him he's very, very blessed that he has 2 fathers that love him so much. You know, people only have 1, he's got 2. Right, so even, I mean, and surprisingly, my family was concerned about how he felt also. So during that time, I'm really upset. No, they never really asked me how. They asked him, they asked him like, how do you feel about it? You know, will you still continue to acknowledge him? Then, you know, he said something that was very mature. He said, yeah, of course, I would still continue to acknowledge him because he did bring me up and he was there for me. So that's really very reasonable for him.
Very mature at such a young age.
5 years old, is it? No choice, so young. He had to mature when he was young also.
So how did the co-parenting system work between you and the first husband? Because he was
I'm the major caregiver. So he of course goes to see the other side of the family once a week. Right?
He's still doing it now.
He maintains a very close relationship. Until now, he's very close to them as well. So, I
think there's a at least there's still some goodness out of it.
Actually, the most important thing is that it's a relationship issue when there's a breakdown in the marriage, right, between the man and the woman, right? But it will definitely, no matter how you try and sugarcoat it, it will definitely affect the child, right? The least we want for the kid is to let him feel that he's not loved. You know, so he needs to know that both dad and mom love him very much, no matter what. You know, that is our issue, has nothing to do with him, right? And maybe, you know, especially if the kids are young, we shouldn't be telling the kids all the issues that we are having with our partner or whatever, you know, because it's not their burden. It shouldn't be their burden. They should be they should be carefree as a kid to enjoy their life, you know, growing up. So I guess, I see it, some of the women, right, they make that mistake because they want to pour out and they want sympathy. yes, it's true, but find the right person to pour out to. Definitely not a young kid. Yes, definitely not.
Because they might not know how to process this information that you have given, and they might take it differently.
Yes. So they need to know that both parents love him or love her very, very much.
Yeah. So like friend support system is important. Just like you mentioned about having some church friends, having this group, right?
So actually what actually saw me through also was the fact that I have a God in my life. So I always have this backer, right? No matter, but this is like, of course, you know, when I had this issue, the first person I vent my anger on is of course my God, my heavenly Father. Hey, why this happened to me? I can't believe it, you know. So I had that issue. I had that to and fro with him. But at the end of the day, I also told my son, because he was the first. I was angry, right? Upset. But no matter what, you know, I said to trust God, because he's the only one that I have. Nobody can help me except God, because the rest are all human beings. What is we are limited, right? So I need to lean on that supernatural help, you know, for comfort, for strength, to be able to stand up again. And he was very faithful. I mean, from the beginning until now, he's very, very faithful. Yeah.
Sometimes I think when in life, when we meet something that is like a really big obstacle, or we really do not know who to talk to already, or who to ask for, when we're very, very lost, right? Actually, I do agree that we sometimes we just seek to God. You know, we just ask. And then like seeking for an answer, you know, how can you help me? Please help me to, you know, get me through this, you know. And everything happens for a reason. Let me know what is like the angle in this, like, you know, what should I be learning out of this? And I personally feel like, wow, that's at least we have somebody that this God that we can, you know, rely on, seek comfort from.
Yes. And also he will bring the right people. Because he's not going to come down and talk to you like that. So he will bring the right people and cut out people that are not right for you, because you don't want to be hearing toxic advice,
like negative kind of stuff,
right?
like,
so you want to be hearing very stable, sane, and mature advices. So he will bring the right people to your path.
Right. So now having been through this divorce, how long has it been already?
Since end of 2021.
End of 2021.
So it's like 3 years?
About there.
Yeah, 3 years or so. So from then till now, right, like, I'm very sure like during your second marriage, you have some of the goals and dreams that you want to achieve with your partner, but because that didn't happen as what you wanted it to be, then what happens after that? Like, how do you like rebuild some of your dreams, you know, or realign your life goals?
So talking about that, right? So I would guess it's repurposing, you know, your life. Because before that you had a certain purpose and a certain route that you want to go with your partner, right? In our case, maybe some ministry work, or you know. So when this is just, you know, abolished and there's no more, right? Then of course you go through. Okay, so that time I made a mistake because I want to get out of this thing fast. I said, okay, I'm gonna repurpose my life. Okay, I just start new goals. You know, what's gonna happen to me the next year? What I'm gonna do, right? But sometimes you just need to, you need to go through that cycle of grief, because the death of a marriage, right, is something that's very. It's a big part of your life. So something just died, you're not just okay, push one side, let's repurpose, let's move forward. Like that, right?
So it's not a breakup, it's not like a simple breakup.
No, it's a part of your life that's gone. You know? It's like a death. There's a death in a marriage, you know. So when there's a death.
Angie, welcome back again.
Yes. So willing to do the honors to ask the question again.
Yes. So what kind of advice would you give to others who are like experiencing this kind of divorce
Going through?
Yes.
I guess the first thing would be, if you can reconcile, try reconcile lah. Okay. Find a third party therapist or someone professional to help you all to communicate, to see if there's your marriage can be salvaged, right? So if really cannot, my greatest advice for all you people out there is to find the right lawyer. Okay, what do I mean by the right lawyer? So when I was going through it, right, I wanted to find an aggressive lawyer, a lawyer that can help me fight it out, you know, maximize the whole thing. So, but after that, I asked my son's girlfriend to ask her uncle, and her uncle actually came back saying, why does she want to find such an aggressive lawyer? Do you know judges don't like this kind of lawyer? You know, they like lawyers because divorce is already a very painful thing, you know, between two parties. So I should be looking for a lawyer that has mediating skills, that is empathetic, that's able to help to mediate, to try and reach an agreement between both parties.
Yes.
So when you look for a lawyer, when you're going through their credentials, right, look for one that has mediating skills. And actually, you don't have to sign up with the first lawyer that you go and consult or you go and see. You can actually do some homework, go for some lawyer shopping. Okay, and
Do some consultations.
Yeah, do some consultation to see whether you
Which
is
one
there
you can resonate with.
is there a synergy.
Yeah.
You must be able to trust that the lawyer can help you because they are on your side. You know, and the other advice I got was that we are paying the lawyers. We tell the lawyers what we want.
Wow.
I made the mistake, right, of like, oh, lawyers know everything, I don't know anything. Okay,
Just let the lawyer
whatever
make
the
the
lawyers
best
say,
decision.
right, I just
是对的。
listen, no, I just
是
listen,
对的，
right?
是对的。
Until someone told me, hey, you're paying the lawyer, right? Someone brought me to see this person, this mediator. You're paying the lawyer, no? You tell the lawyer what you want, they crack their head to try to figure that out for you. Then, oh yeah. Took back that ownership. If not, I gave it to the lawyer.
Yeah.
The lawyer said, you take this, enough for you already. You know?
Right.
So, yeah, get a lawyer that empathetic, mediating skills, and you tell the lawyer what you want.
It's like, well, it's like after you shared this, I'm very sure a lot of people out there wouldn't know about this. Like for us, we always think that whatever that the lawyers say is probably the best and it's the right thing to do. Okay, just listen to whatever the lawyers say. But from your POV, because of your own experience, I think this is definitely helpful to to whoever that is facing this issue right now. Yeah. Wow, Elyn, thank you so much for all the openness and the sharing that it's really very graceful of you to share that, and so that our fellow viewers out there have like more insights about if they are going through such a situation. But we definitely do not want to have such a situation, but if it really happens, we hope that whatever that we have shared earlier on did help you a little bit. And of course, we also know that Elyn has a very successful business called ReCulture. Maybe you want to share a little bit about this business with us, like how you started, etc. And it started before the divorce or after the divorce?
Actually before, but that when we first started, it's my brand ReCulture. It's an e-commerce business on Instagram, whereby we provide meals, at the same time combine it with homeopathic drops, and we deliver it to the clients. So
That's homeopathic drops.
okay, so homeopathy is an alternative treatment. Okay, it's a little bit like TCM, which is not widely, it's not mainstream, right? So, but it is very popular in the West, in Europe, and also in India. So it's natural. So we combine it with that to get efficient and fast results. That is, at the end, it's healthy as well. So I'm thankful that God has His plan. So when ReCulture, I mean, I also didn't expect to be in a divorce, right? But the business really actually helped me to be self-sufficient. Okay, so without the brand, without God helping me, I wouldn't be able to be. The business wouldn't be where it is today, right? We had so much favor from the people around, and of course, COVID that period of time did help also. We had many inquiries and people came to ask us, and when we deliver and when they see results, they post on their Instagram, and that really actually help us to.
So it spread like wildfire.
Correct,
I remember you shared in the previous event that because some of your customers, they shared their own experience, and that got more customers for you.
Yes, exactly. Because I mean, when it comes to detox and weight loss, you are very particular about what you put into or what you consume, right? So with evidences or testimonies from people
Real
that you
life,
follow, so it sort of like gave the brand a little bit of
recognition, and
yes.
this is like tried and tested,
yes,
and proven, right?
Yes. The only thing is that it's restrictive. you need to really set aside, 10 days, 21 days.
But I remember that you provide the meals, right?
Yes,
Like we don't have to
because
cook ourselves,
previously you don't provide the meals. You're only providing the program, but not the meals.
Yes.
And because I think some clients feedback to you that they don't have time to cook, they are in a hurry, they are in a rush. Then what makes you like want to cook for them? And
You cook for them, is it? Like,
Initially,
you personally
yes,
cook.
initially,
You personally?
yes, initially, because I had a friend, okay, the friend was saying, if I do your program, I have to wake up 6 a.m. in the morning, do breakfast for myself, then do lunch, then pack, go to the office. Elyn, can you help me or not? So initially, I thought it's going to be difficult. How am I going to cook for everyone? So tough, right? But then because I wanted to help this particular friend, and I started cooking for her. And then send it to her. And then after that, when I started cooking, it had a lot of grace in it, it was easier than I thought. And then I'm able to keep to the boundaries, right? Because we are telling them you can only eat this much. You cannot put like oyster sauce or other things. So their food become very bland.
Right.
But I'm able to keep to the boundary, and then the
Still
food
make it
become
tasteful.
actually it's not too bad, better than they all just put the protein, put the vegetable boil, and then put salt, pepper, and eat. It's very boring, right?
Yes.
So I found that it's actually very helpful. And then when it became too much for me to cook on my own, I did seek help, and eventually now we outsource it to the kitchen. And until today, we are still trying our best to improve because our meals are frozen.
Yeah.
I know the complaints that we get from our clients is that the meat very tough,
Still
no choice.
working.
Yes, we are still
on
trying
it.
to improve because it's a science thing,
Right.
okay? Because
Right.
when you freeze, the moisture is gone, and then but they are always happy with their results for sure. They are very. On the second day, they see results.
Second day! Are you serious? Very enticing.
That's the reason why they are able to keep going. Right? Because if let's say second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, they don't see results, they will definitely give up. It's very simple, right?
Yeah.
But second day they see results, they persevere, they continue.
So if let's say they just get your meals but without just now you say those drops, right? Does it work or no? It has to like come hand in hand.
Actually, when you start cutting down on calories, definitely you'll definitely see a weight drop. But whether is it done in a
Healthy way.
yeah, because you will get some side effects from cutting down too drastically. Okay, so the homeopathic drops will actually help you in terms of ensuring you, in terms of your mood, even you don't feel so big, angry or whatever.
No sugar, right?
Yeah, and
Less sodium.
yeah, you cut down a lot. Yeah,
Cut down a lot.
yeah. So you actually free yourself from a lot. Like you go outside, you cannot. Very difficult to find like.
That's why it's also a detox program per se, right?
Definitely, it's a detox first before weight loss. So you detox first because. How come we have all these unwanted fats? It's actually the body's way of protecting the organ from toxins. So it's layered with fat. So when you are going through a detox, right, the toxins are releasing into the body. So we actually need the homeopathic drops to be in place, right, to be able to excrete out the toxins effectively and smoothly. So you won't have a lot of other issues. So those people who are on medication, right, already with our homeopathic drops, they already experience things like headache or whatever. If not on the homeopathic drops, it will be worse. It will be worse. So a normal healthy person will not experience all these things if they are on our drops and everything. Yeah.
So it's like after this program, right? Do they still go back or they just stop?
By right, okay.
By right. Okay.
By right, okay. In their journal, in their guidebook, there's a maintenance tip whereby they're supposed to follow the maintenance so that they don't have to come back to us. Right, but I think so different people come in for different reasons. They do the 5 days because they want to fit into that dress and they have an event to go. And then when they do that 5 days already, lose that 1 to 2 kg, fit into that dress already, they go there, drink, they're happy, they eat everything.
That's it.
Okay, but that's their objective.
Okay.
So some people go through the 10 days because they don't know whether they can make it for the 21 days or 60 days. So when they go through the 10 days, right, after that they feel that, after the 10 days, they feel that, I can actually do this, then they maybe upgrade to a 21 days. Or some people, they just do the 10 days because they just want to lose that 3 kg, 3, 4 kg. And if they maintain using our maintenance tips, they should be able to maintain and don't have to come back to me unless they want to lose further, right? So, how disciplined everybody is, I don't know. The moment you pay that 10 days, you already pay for 10 days already, definitely you'll be disciplined enough. But after the 10 days, you're on your own, no?
The 10 days includes weekend. You got off day or not? You got off
Like,
day.
no, like, the 10 days you set aside for
Cheat day or not?
yourself.
Cheat day or not?
cheat days. Like Monday to Friday is 5 days, but then the following week is 10 days.
I get 10 days to get result. You do normally, right? Let's say you exercise or you diet on your own, right?
过分啊，我很过分啊。
You take you how long to see results? If you exercise, take you about 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Definitely you can have your cheat day, but it's going to take because it's a long
Yes.
period. But mine is 10 days also. You want to?
Just asking, I don't know.
You just go through these 10 days and you see very very good results. And after the 10 days, your palate has cleansed already, right? You may feel that you don't feel like you don't have the need to. Okay, I'm not sure whether 10 days will give you that habit change, but if you continue with our maintenance, I will always advise, if let's say budget is an issue, go for the 10 days, but after that, right, go through another 21 days by yourself using our maintenance tip, okay, to build a new habit, because at the end of the day, you want a sustainable lifestyle, is to build new habit for yourself, so that it's very easy and effortless for you to have a healthy lifestyle. And after that, we always, whether you finish your 10 days, 21 days, 60 days, okay, after the program, you go on the 80-20. So of course, those who do our 60 days, right, they can be able to sustain for the next few months, 1 year, 2 years, not an issue. Okay, then if they find that their bad habit is creeping in, they may come back to do a short 5 days or 10 days, to just to reset everything again, because the body can remember.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Wow, 60 days. So your meals include like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, for the 60 days. But not for the 21 days, 10 days, 5 days, we don't include breakfast for you.
Oh,
We will tell you what to cook.
What to cook for breakfast.
So that means you provide the lunch and
Lunch
dinner
and
for the
dinner.
5 days, 10 days, and
Yes,
21 days.
yes.
So it's like delivered to your house, or like you one shot deliver all.
No lah, the 5 days one shot deliver all lah, because it's only 10 meals,
Yeah.
right? The 21 days I think is broken up.
Oh.
Then 60 days once a week.
Right.
Mm.
Wow. The 10 days 3 kg is very enticing.
You want to try?
Well, we can talk about this later.
Yes.
But is that all that you want to share about ReCulture? How can you find ReCulture? Is it on your IG?
Yes, you can find us on ReCulture Live, okay? It's on IG, you can find us on the website.
Yeah.
I think we should be on Facebook also. I think it's linked, right?
Yeah,
now
it's
it's
linked.
linked.
Yes. So to all ladies out there, remember to check out ReCulture if you want to go through this healthy way of detox and achieving your weight goals.
the weight goals,
Yes,
yes.
right. So you can go and check out Elyn's company ReCulture Live, right? ReCulture Live on Instagram and on Facebook.
Yes.
Yes.
And if you are an entrepreneur and you're a Christian, you want certain support, right? I'll be facilitating entrepreneurs Christian women's group
Oh wow.
June.
Okay.
In June.
Okay.
For us entrepreneurs come together to support one another. It's an 8 weeks program. For those who are interested, you can
Pop by.
Yes.
text.
You can DM us.
DM us.
Okay, without further ado, thank you so much, Elyn, for being with us, and that concludes our episode 4, and we will see you guys very soon again on episode 5.
Hey, cheers!
Cheers!